I'm often asked by clients, what happens if I'm injured in the workplace? What becomes of my job? Do I lose it? What happens during the time that I am unable to work? Who pays my medical bills? How do I provide for my family? How do I pay my bills? Well, the whole purpose of workers' compensation is to provide a no-fault mechanism for injured workers to be provided with benefits so to help them out and assist them until they're able to go back to work. Or if they can't resume their work, to hopefully provide some retraining, or if they're totally permanently injured, to provide them with a benefit, a monetary benefit for the duration of their work life. The workers' compensation statutes is much different than the general liability of a negligence loss of a auto accident or of a slip and fall accident. In workers' compensation, there's no requirement to show negligence on behalf of the employer or on a coworker. In fact, in many situations, the injured party himself may be the cause of his own accident, and if it was not intentional, he nonetheless is provided and allowed monetary compensation as well as the payment of his medical bills. The basic rights and benefits under workers' compensation are that an injured party is provided with medical treatment and the payment of that treatment by the insurance company for the employer. It's provided if an injured worker misses more than 5 days of work or is hospitalized overnight, then he has statutory benefits of generally 67% of what his wage was, with some maximum and minimums in there. So that provides the injured worker with some money to take care of his bills and obligations. Certainly the injured party has to be certified by a treating physician that he in fact is unable to return to work. Or sometimes an injured party can be given a provisional return to work with certain restrictions, and if the employer can provide the employment with those restrictions, then the worker goes back to work within those restrictions. The other benefits are impairment, and that's a permanent impairment. Is a medical determination made by either the treating physician or another physician based on the American Medical Association Guide to the Evaluation of Impairment Ratings that the employer or that the physician looks up in that AMA guide, and then performs an evaluation, and based on that evaluation gives the injured party an impairment rating, which ends up being a monetary compensation. Aside from that, there's also disability and or retraining benefits. If a person is unable to return to his work because of his impairment, his disability most likely will be much higher than his impairment. You can have two people, one person maybe is an office worker and maybe they both have back injuries, and the other worker does heavy lifting as a laborer. They both may have the same impairment, but the person that can't do his job because of the heavy lifting and he has permanent restrictions will have a higher disability because he cannot go back and do that same job. So he may be entitled to some retraining benefit or some additional compensation. What our office works towards is trying to, either through negotiations, or if we can't successfully negotiate that, then we go ahead and file a complaint with the Industrial Commission and have a hearing before the Commission, and presenting our evidence with our expert witnesses as to your impairment and your permanent disability, and try to persuade the Industrial Commission to rule in your favor. In workers' compensation, you don't have any right to go into a court. The Industrial Commission of the State of Idaho has exclusive jurisdiction, meaning they are the only ones that can hear and have jurisdiction to hear your case and to make an award in your favor and make a decision in your case. Certainly if after a final hearing before the Industrial Commission, a person does have a right to appeal that to the Supreme Court of the State of Idaho. We are here to assist you in your endeavors and guide you through this complex maze of regulations and statutes. It's very important, and we can better assist you if you would contact us the sooner or after you get injured rather than later, although we certainly can help you later in the game as well. But generally we can help you in setting up who your physician is, whereas once you have a physician, or if your employer sends you to a physician, it's very difficult to get away from that physician if he seems to be slanted in favor of the employer or the insurance company. We're here ready to assist you. I have more than 26 years of experience in workers' compensation, have litigated many cases before the Industrial Commission over the years, and have settled many hundreds of cases over the years with insurance companies, and we can assist you in all of your workers' compensation needs, and as always we provide a no-cost first-time consultation.